finally made it to the White Dove of the Desert. This is San Xavier del Bac mission on the Tohono O'odham Reservation near Tucson, Arizona. I absolutely love visiting San Xavier, and I hope our video tour will give you many reasons to come visit on your own. Located just 9 miles south of the city of Tucson, San Xavier del Bac Mission lies in the middle of a verdant valley of the Tohono O'odham Nation. You can see how it got its name as the White Dove of the Desert, as its white limestone mortar and adobe architecture can be seen from miles around. For over 325 years, this property has withstood lightning strikes, earthquakes, and lack of funding, resulting in structural damage and an unfinished bell tower. But that has not affected the mission's hold on its parishioners. Their fondness for this beacon in the desert has not wavered and can still be seen today by the number of tribal members who still walk to the church from miles around as a show of respect and reverence for God. I spoke with Lupita, a member of the parish, who told me of her hikes to San Xavier from several miles away. She chooses to walk rather than drive through the desert heat to show her dedication and devotion. I'll give you a little background on the history of this beautiful mission. The Papago people, descendants of the Hohokam culture and currently known as the Tohono O'odham Nation, were from the existing village of Wak, which means water emerging from the earth because the location is very close to the Santa Cruz River. They invited Padre Eusebio Kino to come to the area in 1691, where he has helped establish the mission in the following year, naming it after his own patron saint, Saint Xavier. This land at the time was overseen by Spaniards, and because the Spanish language had no W in it, the name of the mission was corrupted into San Xavier del Bac instead of Wak. Construction of the church that we see today didn't begin until 1783, after years of fundraising, and even then there wasn't enough money to complete the East Bell Tower. By 1791, construction stopped, and eventually the property stood abandoned until 1859, when the Santa Fe Diocese began repairs. Then in 1887, a major earthquake damaged the mission, requiring more major repairs. And in 1939, the West Bell Tower was struck by lightning. Yet this mission still stands today. By 1960, San Xavier del Bac was granted status as a National Historic Landmark, and this relatively quiet respite in the desert was discovered by tourists from around the world. In fact, currently about 200,000 people visit the site yearly. Constant repairs, maintenance, and restoration are ongoing to conserve the White Dove of the Desert for generations to come. I love the various architectural details that they've incorporated throughout the buildings here at San Xavier. From its Spanish Baroque design, highlighted in the numerous swirls, cornices, balusters, and archways, the mission exemplifies skilled planning and meticulous execution. Each detail is created from adobe, and everything but the front facade is whitewashed in a limestone, water, and sand concoction that clings to the structure because of the prickly pear cactus juice that's mixed into the paint. Well, why don't I let you take a look around at the property yourself? In fact, Shelley will be happy to take you on a tour. Now here's my favorite part of the property. It's the back courtyard. You can no longer access it from the rear of the building, but back when I photographed it a couple of years ago, it was right after a monsoon storm, and it reminded me of such a quiet desert oasis. See what you think. Well, now you've seen most of the exterior of San Xavier del Bac mission. Wait till you see the inside of the chapel. There's some amazing artwork and religious artifacts in there. Take a look. The mission property also includes an old cemetery that's now filled with native plants, along with a mortuary that's topped with a scenic bell tower and is now used as another prayer station on the site. And not to be missed is a hike up Grotto Hill on the east side of the property. It's an easy walk up, and you'll get a great view of the fields around the Santa Cruz River. And if you look over your shoulder, you might get a great view of the mission itself. It's easy to see why it's called the White Dove of the Desert from up there. There's also a couple of walking trails, and you'll see a nice little grotto. Be sure to take a peek in the gift shop, also on the east side of the building. And across the parking lot to the south, you'll find an arts and crafts section where several Native Americans usually are there selling their wares, many of them silversmiths. You may be lucky to find Joe Begay, actually. He is a wonderful silversmith and has acted in several old Western movies as well. He's got lots of stories to tell, and he'll even do some drumming for you. Now, to complete your tour of San Xavier del Bac Mission, you must get a Navajo taco for lunch from the Native Americans that sell them in the courtyard. They're delicious. I leave you with 2 final pictures of San Xavier del Bac Mission. The first one was taken today, and if you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, there's a series of satellites moving through the sky above the mission. The second picture could have been taken 200 years ago. Not much has changed in their world, but a lot has changed in ours. And I hope if you're in the Tucson area, you'll take the opportunity to visit Mission San Xavier del Bac. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to share my travels. Wandering around the country solo as I do is hard when you don't have anyone to share the experiences with. So putting these travel videos together makes me feel like you're right there with me. I also hope that they'll encourage you to get out and see more of this world that we share.